What's up, y'all? Back again today with a very special video. I just want to do a quick little stream, maybe 30 minutes. And I just want to talk to you about the importance of staying calm and being patient and allowing God to work. Because I've said this before, but I want to reiterate it, that it's very important as children of God, and it's very important as Black people. What up, Chucky? What up, Solo? Very important, y'all, to stay calm and be patient. So I spoke recently about something that happened at work, and a lot of y'all, I wanted to get a lot of y'all's opinion on it. So I'll quickly talk about what happened. What up, Bryce? I'll quickly remind you guys what happened at work. Chucky said he's running out of patience. I feel that. So maybe this video is right on time. So I made a video recently about dealing with racism at work. And a lot of y'all know what happened, but if you don't know, I'm going to remind you real quick. What up, Jay? So I was at work the other day, and as I've told you before, I work in a Mexican restaurant, and it's a nice restaurant, and I've worked there for maybe 3 months, going on 4 months, and I'm the only Black man in my position. And there's only one other Black man that works there, and he just got there, and he's the general manager, which I'm very happy about because he's really cool, and it's good to have Black men representing in there, and he's the big boss in there. So I'm happy about that. But other than that, as far as my position, as far as like servers, waiters, I'm the only Black man there. There's very few Black people there, and I'm the only Black man that works at my job, right? So there's a certain amount of challenges that come with that. Passive aggressiveness, what do they call microaggressions and stuff like that. I've talked about that. And go watch my other videos where I went into that, some of my most recent live streams where I talked about the different things that go on with that. But anyway, the other day something happened. And mind you, I grew up knowing a little bit of Spanish because my mom's side of the family are Black people from Costa Rica. So my mom was born in America, but my grandma and my aunts and my grandpa were all born in Costa Rica, but they're Black people. So I knew a little Spanish growing up. My mom is fluent in Spanish. Most of my family is fluent in Spanish on my mom's side. And but I just know a little bit of Spanish. When I was younger, my grandma used to try to speak Spanish to me, but I would answer back in English because I felt like I didn't need to know Spanish, right? So I was like, all right, well, whatever. So she would ask me something. I understood it, but I would just speak back in English. I never thought that I would need to know Spanish. Now, I do wish that I knew Spanish for a number of reasons. First of all, if I was fluent in Spanish, I would have had a whole bunch of Latina bitches. First of all, let's just keep it a funky buck. If I knew Spanish like that, I could have got so much Latina punani. Ay, Dios mío. I missed out on so much Latina punani because I just don't understand what the fuck you saying. But that's another story, right? So as far as my job, I do know a little bit of Spanish. And most importantly, I know a lot of Spanish curse words. And I know like puto, I know mierda, I know pendejo, cabron, all these different Spanish curse words. And I do know a lot of the Spanish words that they call Black people. Some of the words are moreno, negrito, mayate. Those are the three top 3, just so you know. If you ever hear Moreno around you and they're talking about de Moreno, or they say de Negrito, or Mayate, those are all Spanish words for black or nigga or some type of derogatory term. Now, I was at work the other day, and like I said, I work in a restaurant, and I'm one of the only black dudes there. They were giving me a very hard time when I first started, and I've worked there for like a little bit more than 3 months, so now they're starting to calm down with me, and they see that I work hard, and I'm there. They can't do nothing about it, so they're kind of leaving me alone now, but it was very difficult at first. But anyway, there's this one dude, his name is Jeremias, right? And he's a little short Mexican dude. He's probably like 5'2", little short, little fucking Mexican dude. And he's like dark skinned. He's not dark like me, but he's like, you know, them dark Mexicans, he's like George Lopez color. You know what I'm talking about? Like those dark skinned Mexicans. And we could get into the conversation about the dark-skinned Mexicans, how they actually get treated worse in their country as opposed to the light skins. And when I say Mexicans in this conversation, we're not necessarily just talking about the country of Mexico. We can talk about different countries, but for this conversation, I might just call them Mexicans, right? Mexicans, Latinos, whatever, Hispanics, whatever. I know there's different connotations for these different words. So he's a dark-skinned Latino person, which it does need to be said that dark-skinned Latinos are usually treated worse than the lighter-skinned Latinos. And we can look at the soap operas, the Latino soap operas like on Telemundo and stuff. They're called novelas. If you've ever heard of a Mexican or Hispanic Latino soap opera, they're called novela. Go look up the novelas and how 95% of novelas have light-skinned Latino people represented. They don't have dark-skinned Latinos in the represented on TV in Latina. But that's a whole nother story for a whole nother day. So let me get back to the story, and I'm gonna read y'all's comments. Keep commenting, but I'm gonna read y'all comments in a minute. So anyway, I was at work the other day, and this dude named Jeremias, he's like a short Latino Hispanic man, and he's probably like, I don't know, I'm not good at telling people's ages. He's probably like 28 years old, 27, something like that. And he never talks to me. He's always he's like real passive aggressive, and you can tell he doesn't like me, just like a lot of them there. I remember one time he came up to me and told me, don't do something. I was already having a bad day, and he's like, don't do this. And I just looked at his ass and just walked the fuck off. I just looked at him dead in his face and just walked the fuck off. Like, don't come and talk to, oh, don't do this. Don't do that. Don't leave this right here. Shut the fuck up, bitch. So anyway, I already didn't like his ass because I know his ass didn't like me. These little and let me, I'm gonna just go on. I'm gonna just go in. Fuck it. A lot of these Latino dudes be feminine as hell. Can I call it like I see it? A lot of these Latino dudes be feminine and as a motherfucker, acting like they mama. Ay, Dios mío, decirte tanto, que te pito, that's a tango. Shut the fuck up. A lot of y'all fucking Latinos is feminine, straight feminine, arching y'all eyebrows and waxing yourself and zesty than a motherfucker. Tell me I'm lying. Am I lying? And I just let y'all be. I be noticing it a lot in the Hispanic kids. The little boys be crying, 6, 7, 8 years old. Crying and shit, but that is what it is. I don't even be bothering y'all, right? So this dude, he's feminine as a motherfucker too. But I'm gonna read y'all's comments, but I wish I could show you the videos. You remember the video I showed a lot of y'all who've been around since before I went to jail, y'all remember the video I showed of Tekashi 6ix9ine when he was with his Mexican homeboys and they were pouring liquor in his mouth, and they were singing in each other's ear and holding each other and twisting each other's nipples and shit. Yeah, y'all be real suspect at the fucking quinceañera. Yeah, you be real suspect at them fucking quinceañeras. But let's continue. So this dude Jeremias, right? Dark skinned, short Latino dude. I know he didn't like me. I don't give a fuck, nigga. I'm not there for you to like me. I done been through hell and back. I'm just here to get my money and go. I don't care if you like me. You weren't in charge of hiring me, and you have no authority to fire me. So I don't give a fuck. But the other day, something really, really interesting happened, right? So the other day, when I got to work, I saw two black people come into work, right? It was like this man and his woman and his girlfriend. I don't know if it was his wife, his baby mom, his girlfriend, whatever. But they were dressed decent. They were dressed nice. The dude had this little leather type shirt with the matching shorts and like some like Vans or something. Like, it was a nice little outfit. He had his hair braided, had on some shades. His woman had on a nice little outfit. She had her hair dreadlocked, freshly retwisted. And I was outside on the patio when I saw them pull up, and they had pulled up in a I think it was an Acura or an Audi. I can't remember. I want to say it might have been an Acura. Anyway, it was like a new, nice black Acura, right? Which that's not cheap, you know. And they were in a nice neighborhood, pulled up to get something to eat. It was like around 3:30 p.m. Went to go get something to eat. They walked into the restaurant, right? And they were standing at the front of the restaurant. Now, at the front of the restaurant, there's the bar. And then if you keep on walking, you get like to where the main seating area is of the restaurant. So you can sit at the bar or you can sit down in the main restaurant. So they walked in and they kind of looked around like to decide, do we want to sit at the bar? Do we want to go sit down in the main restaurant? And they were kind of looking, right? So I went to the back where the servers are at, and this little Mexican server or waiter, Jeremias, he told another waiter who I used to work with at another job, coincidentally, he told him, dos morenos. Now, if y'all don't know what that means, you can go look it up. This isn't necessarily a derogatory word. The word moreno is not necessarily a derogatory word like nigga or like mayate, which if somebody calls you a mayate, that's a straight up derogatory term. I think that's translated to like a black beetle or something like that, like a black bug. And that if anybody ever calls you mayate, you got a problem. Moreno is not really necessarily inherently malicious, but it does refer to two dark-skinned people, not necessarily black, but relatively dark-skinned, right? Dark people, basically. And usually when it's referred to, it's usually referring to black people. Yes, I've been called mayate. I've been called everything as well. But they said he said dos morenos. So imagine you're at a restaurant, there's barely any black people there. Two black people walk in, and the moment they walk in, you go, because you think that they're gonna, he thought that they were gonna have to sit in his table. So he went and told another Mexican server, it's dos morenos, dos morenos. And the dude was just minding his business and didn't hear him. He was like, what'd you say? And he's like, que means what? So he's like, que? He's like, what? Dude says, it's dos morenos. And like rolled his eyes and shook his head like two, in other words, two black people in the front. One of us is going to have to take them. And oh my God, I don't want to have to take them and everything that goes wrong with that, right? So I was offended because I understood that. And I already know as a server, a lot of you aren't waiters or you never really been waiters in the restaurant industry. But if you know anything about the restaurant industry, I don't care what restaurant you're at. Black people have a bad reputation in restaurants. A lot of people don't like to serve black people because they feel like we don't tip. Now, again, if I'm being 100% honest, and a lot of times that is true. I'm not going to say it's true all the time. Of course not, because I've gotten $100 tips from black people, $50 tips from black people. I've got a really good tips from black people, but I've gotten really shitty tips from black people, right? So I will be honest on that. Black people do have a reputation for not tipping well and being very demanding. We could have a conversation on if that's true or not, whatever the case. But first of all, I want to say this. Asian people don't tip right. Indian people, even though India is in Asia, let's just call it for what it is. But Chinese or Japanese, whatever, Korean people don't usually tip right. Fucking Indian people from India, Pakistan, the type people do not tip right. Fucking a lot of Latino people do not tip right. Fucking European people literally actually from Europe do not tip right because over there in Europe, they don't even have to tip. So all these different nations are known for not tipping right. But for some reason, the only people that nobody wants to serve and they feel like the only people that don't tip are black people. Now, first of all, I want to say to anybody watching this, if you're watching this and you say black people don't tip, and you worked in the restaurant industry and black people don't tip, how about this? Have you tried treating those black people with dignity and respect and hospitality before? Now, maybe you have and they still didn't tip. It is what it is. But I'm willing to bet more times than not, if you actually went above and beyond and looked at those black people in the eyes, treated them well, treated them like you treat them blonde-haired, blue-eyed people who you think have money, if you treat them right like that, they'll tip you all right. And furthermore, even if they don't tip you right, if you work in a restaurant, it's your job. I'm going to say it one more time. If you work in a restaurant, it is your job to tip. I mean, to treat them right, to treat your guests right, regardless if they tip or not. So anyway, let me get back to the story because I told you I wasn't going to take too long. So the dude, Jeremiah, he sees these two black people and he's like, dos morenos. So I was offended and I was standing right there. And that's another thing that I talked about in the other video. It was offensive that he said it, but it was more offensive that he said it in front of me, another Moreno, because he felt like I wasn't going to understand it. I'm going to tell you this. If you're Latino, Mexican, Chicano, Hispanic, whatever you want to call it, Spanish is not some alien secret Morse code language. A lot of people understand Spanish. It's not that hard to understand. At least the main words, the curse words and the racial words are not hard to understand. I don't know what it is about these people from foreign nations, including Asian people, all different type of nations who feel like they can just talk shit in front of you because, oh, that's just a nigga. He's not going to understand. Stop that shit because you're going to end up getting fucked up from somebody who doesn't have as much patience and doesn't know how to be calm like I'm trying to tell you guys today to be. So anyway, he says dos morenos, and I got offended. I understood it, and I was like, dos morenos? I was like, say, bro, give the table to me. I'll take the morenos. Give me the morenos. I need money. I'll take the money. Since you don't want the moreno money, I'll take the morenos. And he was like, oh. He just looked shocked and his eyes start bucking and shit. He didn't know what the fuck to do. And he just put his head down and he's like, no, and just walked off. He didn't even know what to say. He tucked his tail like a little wet, scared puppy dog, tucked his tail, put his head down and walked off. Yeah. And I embarrassed him in front of everybody that was in there. Like, everybody was like, oh shit. You know what I'm saying? Not only did he call him out, not only did he understand it, but he called him out. Yeah, I'm going to call you out. So I felt a way about that. And I talked to you guys about that. So I started thinking about it. And I was like, remember, I'm dealing with a lot of shit on my own. I already know about racism, but then there's a lot of racial shit going on in America right now that I know you guys feel as well as I feel it. Raise your hand if you feel the racial shit going on in America right now. Ricky Chow or Daniel Chow, whatever this name made, the Asian man who shot the black boy, the Carmelo Anthony case, the Chud the Builder case. And you guys can say these are mainstream events, but regardless if they're playing with our emotions or not, you feel it. Jay, you feel it. If you're Black American, you feel the shit that's going on in America right now. So I was already feeling that shit. And to hear him say that, I'm like, nah, man, nah. So I started thinking about it. I didn't go off on him right there. I was just thinking about it like, should I beat? And I was thinking about, should I beat this nigga's ass? Should I cuss him out? Should I confront him and make him apologize? Like, what should I do? First of all, then I started thinking about it. If I beat his ass, that's another assault charge. I already have a whole bunch of felonies, assault charge. I went to prison for assault charge. I cannot afford another assault charge. I cannot afford to beat nobody's motherfucking ass. I cannot afford to charge nobody up and scream at nobody because I'm going to end up beating their ass and going to prison or losing my job. And I'm not trying to lose my job right now. I'm not trying to go to prison. And it's no. So I thought about it. Then I said, well, maybe I should just let it go. Maybe I should just let God deal with it. And you know, I'm a big proponent of the Most High God, but at the same time, nah, we're not going to let this shit slide. So I'm like, all right. Nah, I'm not. I thought about it. Should I let him slide? But I'm like, nah, I'm not going to let this nigga slide, bro. I can't let this shit slide because you're disrespectful. You're just straight up disrespectful. You talk about Dos Morenos right in front of me. You think I'm stupid, nigga? So I'm like, nah. So anyway, I talked to one of the managers, the new managers who, he is Hispanic, but he's real cool. So I pulled him to the side. I said, hey, can we go out to the back? I need to tell you something. We went all the way to the back where nobody was there. And I told him exactly what happened. He was like, oh, damn, nah, that's not cool. I don't like that. And I told him, I said, yeah, man, I'm not comfortable with that. He talked about 2 black people. He don't want to serve them. I said, those people don't deserve that. These people, it might have been their anniversary. They might have just found out they're pregnant. They might have lost somebody. They might be their anniversary, whatever. They're coming out to a restaurant. They might be millionaires. They don't deserve going out to a restaurant and somebody have to talk shit about them. Imagine Solo, you want to go out with your family or your wife or you know, I know you just had a baby. You want to go out with your baby and your baby mom and they see you at a restaurant and your server, before you even know who your server is, he's in the back talking about, oh, this nigga. Then he come up to you. How do you know he's not going to spit in your motherfucking drink, put a booger in your fucking burger? You don't know what these people, if you calling me a nigga before you even met me, how do I know you're not going to fucking spit in my Dr. Pepper? Talk to me in the chat. So I'm like, nah, that's not cool. And mind you, I make some pretty good money here, and I don't want to rock the boat, but I'm sorry, I can't deal with it. You're not going to shit on me and you're not going to shit on my people. So I told the manager, and he's like, oh, no, that's not cool. So anyway, I'm going to fast forward this story a little bit. The dude still works there. A few days passed, and I waited a few days, and I finally asked the other manager recently, hey, did you end up talking about that? Did you end up, because he told me he was going to talk to the other managers about it. So I said, did you end up talking to the other managers about that? He was like, yeah, we talked to the other managers. We were waiting for the general manager, who was the new manager. He's a black dude. We were waiting for him to come back because he was on vacation, and we wanted to all talk about it. So we all talked about it, and plus, we didn't want to leave him out because he's the only other black manager. So we wanted to definitely talk to him about it. Then I asked the black manager, hey, did they tell you what happened? He said, yeah, we talked about it. They told me about it. And I was like, are you sure? He was like, yeah, we talked about it. I was like, all right, bro. So that's all that I know as of right now. All they know is that they talked about it. And they did mention it in a few times before work because it's called a pre-shift. When all the servers come in, before they work. Then the manager gives them a pep talk and talks about what we got to sell today and what we have to focus on. The managers did mention, hey, everybody, they mentioned it in front of him, he was there and I was there and there was all the other servers there. They're like, hey, we don't here, just so everybody knows. They didn't call him out by name, but they said, hey, just so everybody knows, we do not discriminate here on our guests. We do not talk about different, what the hell is this? Hold on. The hell is this? Okay. Yeah, they were like, yeah, we do not discriminate on our guests here. We do not talk bad about our guests here based on anything, based on race or anything like that. You treat all our guests the same. And the manager was like, and don't be talking Spanish about our guests thinking that people don't understand it, because people do understand Spanish. And he was there. He was looking like this. Ay, Dios mío. Ay, ay, ay. He's looking around and shit. And I'm like, so they do know what happened. And they kind of shot a little slug at him, but he still works there. So now that's the backstory of what happened. Now I'm going to read your comments and I'm going to ask you a question. I'm going to get out of here. Like, I saw him today. And I see the last couple of times I've seen him, especially today, I saw him today, and he just be smiling up in these white people's faces. He be smiling. If you're blonde haired, and mind you, I've seen a couple other servers talking shit about black people. Like when they get a black table, they're all mad and shit, and they're talking in Spanish about the black table. Like, I don't understand it. But he was just the one so obvious about it and actually said it right in front of my face. I already knew that they did that, but I have the proof that he did that. Well, my thing is, first of all, the managers never told me what happened with that. They just said that they talked about it. And then they never sat me and him down. So I'm feeling like, first of all, are y'all playing in my face? And second of all, I feel disrespected because like now I'm in a position where I might slap the shit out this nigga, bro. I'm just telling you the truth. Like, I saw him today a few times, and to myself, I'm like, you bitch ass nigga, I'll slap the fuck out you, nigga. Every time I see his little smiling ass, short ass Mexican face, I want to slap the fucking shit out of him, bro. And that's why I want to talk to you to tell you guys, Chucky, I feel you. You said you run out of patience. I'm not better than you. Because even today I was looking at this dude. I've been to prison and everything, and I know how much I have to lose, but I want to slap the fuck out of this dude and fight him and beat his ass. Then there's another Mexican dude that works there having little attitudes and shit. I had to tell him the other day, hey, watch your attitude, bruh. Watch your attitude. I had to tell him straight like that. He gonna walk off. Yeah. Because when I put some bass in my voice, nigga, you don't want to go there with me. I had to tell him straight like that. Watch your attitude, bro. I said, because I was trying to help him out with something. His table needed something. I tried to ask him so that I could help him. He gonna get an attitude and try to da. I'm like, hey, I'm trying to help you, bro. Watch your attitude when you talk to me, my nigga. A lot of these fucking sassy ass little Mexicans think that they so hard, you will get your ass beat. I don't know who the fuck gassed y'all up. I don't know who gassed these fucking little Mexicans head up like they just so hard and like you just better than us. Who told you that you're better than us? Y'all be sitting outside of fucking Home Depot drunk than a bitch as well, motherfucker. I don't know who. Like all y'all are just so successful and hardworking. I've dealt with so much racism from Hispanic people. I'm not talking about the racism from whites. I'm not talking about the racism from Asians. I'm not talking about the racism from Indians. I'm not talking about the so-called racism from Africans. I'm talking today about the specific racism from the Latino community. Y'all need to stop that shit because y'all are nobody to be fucking acting like you're hard or better than us. Point blank, period. I don't know who the fuck gassed y'all's head up. Just because the white man lets you consider yourself white on the census, I don't know who told you you are good, better than us. And that's the thing. I've told a lot of Latino people straight up, hey, look, if y'all say that shit in Spanish, that shit you might as well not even say it. I told some Hispanic people that before. Hey, say that shit in English, bro, so we can really get it popping, so we can have a conversation. You thinking you could talk that shit in ha 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 in Spanish because I don't understand it? Say it in English. And now that I'm talking about, I'm gonna get back to this point real quick because I don't want to take too long. But another Hispanic dude there, young Hispanic dude, he like 17 years old. He's actually pretty cool. He's one of the dishwashers. He like 17 years old. He's cool. He was talking to a white dude there, and the white dude came and asked me and told me, hey, did you hear what this guy said? Listen to this, guys. This 17-year-old Hispanic dude at my job thinks he can give a nigga pass to a white man at my job. Yes, I said it. They were talking amongst each other, and I don't know how the conversation happened, but at some point, the Hispanic dude told the white dude that, yeah, you can say nigga. You can say it because I'm Hispanic and I'll give you the pass to say it. What? Yes, guys, yes. I'll say it one more time because I know you don't believe me. A 17-year-old Hispanic dude told a white man that he can say nigga because, well, I'm Hispanic and I'll give you the pass. First of all, y'all barely have a pass to say it. Y'all don't even have really, to be honest, y'all really don't have a pass to say it. How the fuck you gonna give somebody a pass that you barely have? What are we talking about? And then the white dude asked me in front of the Hispanic man, did you hear what he said? He said I could say it because he's Hispanic. And I told him no. I said, yeah, no. I told him in front of both of them. I looked at him. I said, no, you don't have the pass and you don't have the pass. I have the pass and I'm not giving the pass to none of y'all. The fuck are you talking about? What are we talking about? So anyway, and Solo, I was thinking about you when I was in prison, because a lot of them Hispanics in prison, nigga all day. I'm gonna just tell you the truth, especially out here in Texas. In Texas prison, Hispanics be nigga more than us. They say nigga more than niggas. And I thought about you when I was in prison, Solo, especially when I first got there. I swear I thought about you. I said, damn, I wonder what Solo Dolo would say to this. I'm sitting in my bed in prison, in jail, when I was in jail, like Houston, Harris County Jail. I was like, I wonder what Solo would say about these Mexicans talk about nigga all day. And now here's the thing. I couldn't fight every Mexican talking about nigga. I would have been in solitary confinement, no benefits. I would have lost all my commissary. I would have lost my parole. I would have been really fucked up if I would have fought every fucking person that wasn't black that was talking about nigga. So I just had to I had to pretend like the shit wasn't even going on because niggas wasn't standing on business in there. So I'm like, you know what? Let me just get out of this bitch, because if I sit here trying to crash out on everybody talking about nigga, it's not gonna go well for me. So you know what? Should I go get some? I think I'm gonna go to the store real quick because I gotta get something from the store before they close. I might as well take y'all to the store with me. Anyway, let me get back to the story about the Hispanic dude at my job. So I've been seeing him, and I'm like, this dude over here talking about dos morenos. And I'm like, bro, first of all, I'll beat your motherfucking ass, you little short. What did he say? In Scarface? You remember Solo in Scarface when Scarface was about to die and Sosa called him. He said, I told you, don't you ever fuck me, you little fucking monkey. He said, what? What? You want to go to war? You want to go to war? I'm like, you little fucking monkey. You little fucking monkey. You talk about dos morenos. And every time I see this dude's face, I want to slap the shit out of him. And so this is why I'm doing this video today, y'all. Be patient and be calm, because here's the thing. If for whatever reason I slap the fuck out this dude, right? Is it still raining? No, it's not raining. Good. If I slap the fuck out this man, guess what's gonna happen to me, y'all? Can somebody tell me in the chat real quick before I get out of here? What's gonna happen to me if I slap the fuck out this man? Hold on. Hold on, y'all. If I slap the fuck out this man at work, what's gonna happen to me? Because I really want to slap him. I don't even want to fight him. I just want to slap the fuck out his ass. Disrespectful slap him. But what's gonna happen if I slap him? Can somebody tell me? Shit. Can somebody tell me what's gonna happen if I slap him? Because now let me say this. I feel like it's disrespectful. Can y'all hear me? I feel like it's disrespectful because I told them that he said this. They said they talked about it, but they never told me what happened, and he's still working there. I feel like they should have fired his ass. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I gotta go to the store before 11 real quick. But yeah, I feel like they should have fired him, y'all. Am I tripping? I feel like they should have fired him. Because if I would have said some shit like that, if I would have said, two Mexicans in front of a bunch of Mexicans, two Mexicans coming in here, I don't want to serve them. What would they have said to me? Or if I would have said, two gay people, what would they have said to me? Or if I would have been like, two Jews, I don't want to serve these Jewish people, what would they have said to me? So it's discrimination, and y'all should not have him still working there. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Shit. One second. Yeah, guys. Why do they still have it? Why is he still working there? Why is this little short fucking Mexican ass still working there? I should beat the shit out of his ass. Because now every time I see him, you got me feeling away. You got me feeling away. I don't even want to talk to him. I don't want his apology. None of that shit. And I wish he would tell me something. I wish he would ever tell me something. I wish he would ever try to say anything to me. I'm gonna go off on his ass. I'm gonna read y'all's comments. Shit, firing off. Yeah, y'all. So I want to know how y'all feel about this. I'm gonna read some comments in a minute, but I feel like it's disrespectful and it's irresponsible to have him still working there because first of all, he discriminated against the customer. He discriminated against the customer, which shows a lack of integrity. It shows a lack of decorum, a lack of respect, a lot of things. But also, every time I see this little fucker, I just want to beat his little bitch ass. You should see him smiling around them white people. And the crazy thing is, black people never did nothing to Hispanic people. But the white man has. But you don't got a problem with the white man because he has all the power and all the resources. So you'll suck his dick. You see how that works? Even though black people never messed with Hispanic people, and it was historically, it's the same thing with these Asian people and everybody else. I seen some footage of some or some stories of Asian people talking shit about black people. We didn't drop the bomb on Hiroshima and Nagasaki or whatever the fuck that shit is. We didn't drop the atomic bomb on y'all. But you'd rather kiss the white man's ass, even though he created the atomic bomb and dropped it on your whole entire country and shit. But you'd rather talk shit about black people and suck white dick because the white people have all the resources. The white people have all the money. So the reason why I'm making this video is because I want y'all to be calm. That's the only advice I have for all of us in this time. I know you feel all the strain of being black in America right now. I know you feel all the attacks from everybody, but it's important for us in this season to remain calm. Because somebody put that in the chat, and I'm gonna read some comments and I'm gonna get out of here. Remain calm. Please remain calm and be patient. I know it's hard. I know you want to say, how long do we have to be patient? How long do we have to be calm? And I don't know the answer to that. I just know that if you crash out or chimp out, as they call it, you're going to be the bad guy. You're going to get the consequences immediately. And it's going to fuck up your situation that you've been working for. And I'm talking to myself as well, because if I slap this dude or whatever the case, he's not going to lose his job. It's not going to be about what he did wrong. It's going to be now about what I did wrong. Do you see how that works? It's never about the person who violated you when you're black. It's always about how you react or respond to it, because if you react or respond negatively to the disrespect or the violation, now the story on the news is about you. The story is about how you did something wrong. So when I'm looking at this dude in my job, I just had to talk to God like, okay, God, I see what you're doing. Remember, a lot of times you got to understand God is testing us. God is testing us. So I'm looking at this Hispanic dude and I just want to beat the fuck out of him or like cuss him out or whatever. But I know it's going to bring me unintended consequences that I don't want. And I know that God has put me in a position to be better. Why would I fuck up what I have going on for somebody who I know I can beat his ass? I know he ain't shit. I know he's a little pussy ass bitch. So what's the point of me even proving that he's a bitch? I know he's a bitch. I don't have to prove it. God's going to take care of it. That's what you have to understand. He's going to get taken care of way worse than you can ever do with your own hands. That's why the Bible constantly tells you to have clean hands, particularly in the book of Psalms. If you go read the book of Psalms, it talks all the time about having clean hands. You have to keep your hands clean, and vengeance is God's. Because if you try to take matters into your own hands and get your hands dirty, you're going to get fucked up along with him. And he might even escape the bullshit. You might be the only one that's fucked up if you try to take matters into your own hands. I want to beat this dude's ass bad every time I see him, just because, man. What you talk about, Dos Morenos, pussy ass nigga? You know what I'm saying? But I can't do anything about it. Hold on. I can't do anything about it right now, guys. Straight like that. I can't even do anything about it. I can't do anything about it. So I'm gonna read some comments and I'm gonna get on out of here because I told you I wasn't gonna take too long. But I did want to talk to you guys because I really wanted some advice. And I wanted to tell you guys, I know you're feeling the same thing I'm feeling. Maybe you're not dealing with the same person that I'm dealing with. Maybe you're not dealing with the same exact circumstance that I'm dealing with, but I know you're dealing with some bullshit. I know you're dealing with some bullshit. Forgive me if my Wi-Fi starts messing up in here, but I know you're dealing with some bullshit in here as well in your own life, because there's a psychological and spiritual attacks that's going on with Black people in America right now. Psychological and spiritual attacks that's going on. Man, look, when I come to this grocery store, they got some bad ass bitches that be shopping at this damn grocery store. Lord have mercy. Somebody put that in the chat. Claude, have mercy. The Lord is my shepherd and he knows what I want. Lord have mercy. They got some bad ass bitches in here. Every time I come to this grocery store. What up, Infinite Charms? Infinite Charms, shout out to New York. Shout out to the New York Knicks. I was happy to see that New York won. I wanted New York to win, honestly. I wanted New York to win. Actually, I felt like New York was going to win last series. Who were they playing before this? Detroit or something? I don't know. I don't remember who New York was playing before this, but I wanted New York to win personally. If I was a betting man, I would have put my money on the Knicks. Shout out to the Knicks. They deserve it. I think it's been like 57 years, something crazy like that. So shout out to New York because y'all won the championship like 2 years ago in the WNBA, and now y'all won the NBA championship. So shout out to y'all. But yeah, man, like I said, the name of the game is be calm and be patient, because in this season, there's going to be a lot of things and people and circumstances that's going to want you to jump out and chimp out and lose your mind and wild out. We all know we can wild out. Everybody knows we can wild out. We can go crazy. We can lose our minds. Everybody knows we can do that. But can you be calm? Somebody put that in the chat. We know you can wild out. We know you can go crazy. We know you can crash out. But can you be calm in the midst of adversity, in the midst of antagonism, in the midst of blatant disrespect and violations? Can you remain calm? You know, somebody told me one time, and I don't know how true this is, but I heard that it's harder to sit still, completely still, than it is to have movement. It's harder to meditate completely still and not move a muscle. That's harder than it is to just do jumping jacks, to go jogging. It's very hard to just sit still, especially when your emotions want you to crash out. But guess what? That's the whole entire play. The whole plan is for you to lose your mind. You in line, sir? Okay. The whole, Lord, I just need. Lord have mercy. Lord, these women out here, Lord, in Texas, God have mercy. Hold on. Infinite Charms, where you at? Come out to Texas. Holla at your boy. I got some money, Infinite Charms. Holla at your boy. I'll throw some ones on it for the charms. I got some ones for you. Let's see, cash. Hold on. Oh, it's card only. Give me the charms. You want to do some strange for some change or what? You got a little change. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Oh no, this is apple juice. This is apple juice, y'all. Don't worry about it. Apple cider. Sorry. It's apple cider. Shit, bag. Y'all are crazy, man. That's why I like going live every now and then, just to let you know I'm still here, man. I know I've been through a lot. I know y'all been through a lot. I know I was gone. Where's old boy? Excuse me, brother. I know I was gone. Thank you. None of these take cash? It's okay. I don't need it. That's fine. Thank you. But just for future reference, do any of these take cash?
Yeah, the green ones.
The green ones?
Yeah, the green ones.
Oh, okay.
I don't make it look like I need your help, but I'm just trying to like it.
Yeah. I got you. Oh.
So he was telling
huh? Yeah, well, basically I was just You good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hold on, y'all.
Yeah.
Your balance is. All right. Thank you, bro. So anyway, y'all. I know. Yes, she got the ankle monitor. I know the monitor. I know. I mean, it's okay. I've been on that too. I know. She got the ankle monitor on. She out here with shorts in it. You got to be a special type of breed to have an ankle monitor on, and you got shorts on. I kept pants on when I had the ankle monitor on. You just showing off your ankle monitor on like it's a bracelet, like it's an anklet. She got a fucking ankle monitor on with Daisy Dukes. Then I pointed at it. I said, I know how you feel. She's like, okay, whatever. Don't get mad at me because you walk around with a fucking ankle bracelet on with some white socks and sandals. Anyway, man, like I said, all these different nations of people be disrespectful. No, she wasn't fine, Solo. No, she was not fine at all. She probably fucking, I don't know what she did. She wasn't fine, though. Yeah, man, but it's like I said, bro. These different nations of people being disrespectful to us, that shit gotta stop. And like I said, the dude that I work with, that's been fucking racist to me and shit like that. You pussy ass nigga. But then again, remember, I cannot afford. Somebody talk to me in the chat. Ankle monitor with the booty shorts. How you gonna wear an ankle monitor with booty shorts? But yeah, y'all. My thing is this. As black people in America, we have to remember we are the #1 suspect. So if you pop off, even if it was disrespect that was geared towards you, you got to remember that your crash out or you popping off, that's the thing that they're going to remember. They're not going to remember or care about anything else. So going back to the dude at my job,
The dude at my job was disrespectful. He talked about he don't want to serve 2 black people. They didn't fire him. They just said they talked about it. What do you mean you talked about it? And I guarantee you this is what they mean by they talked about it. They talked about it amongst each other. They sat him down. They asked him about it, and he lied about it. He lied, and he said he didn't say that. I misunderstood him. That's not what he said. That's not what he was talking about. Bullshit. And that's why they didn't sit me down with him, because he couldn't sit in front of me and lie to me. I would have looked him dead in his face like, really, nigga? So you didn't say that? You didn't say dos morenos? You didn't say 2 black people and you didn't want to serve them? He know damn well he couldn't sit in front of me and lie. But he sat in front of them and he played the victim like, no, I didn't mean it like that. He misunderstood me. Bullshit. But it's cool though, because guess what? I'm not going to beat his ass. At least not now. Because guess what? I'm going to go back to prison. I'm going to lose my job. I'm going to lose my home. I'm going to lose my money. I'm going to get fucked up. All for beating this little short-ass Mexican up that doesn't even fucking matter in the long run. I'm going to let God handle it. Somebody put that in the chat. I'm going to let God handle it, bro. Now I'm going to read some comments and I'm going to get out of here because I'm about to be at an hour. Chucky said, yeah, let God handle it. Because remember, I don't got no other choice. The only other choice is go to prison. The only other choice is get locked up, lose my job, be the bad guy. Pussy ass nigga, he's not even going to stand on business. He's not even going to stand on it. I would respect him more if he said, yeah, I don't like you niggas. But you want to talk shit in Spanish, then when I call you out, you want to tuck your tail and act like you didn't say that shit. You a bitch, nigga. Exactly. It's Asians, it's Arabs, it's Latinos. All of them are disrespectful in their own way. Every nation of people has a negative word for niggas. Go look up Haiguai. Somebody put that in the chat. I think that's Japanese. Go look this up. Haiguai. I think that's Japanese. Hold on. See, this shit won't even send. Somebody put that in the chat. HEI space GUI. For some reason, I can't comment like with my camera like this. HEI space GUI. I want to say that's Japanese. This is their word for nigga. It basically means a black ghost. Haiguai, exactly. Go look up Haiguai and tell me if I'm lying. Haiguai. That's what they call black people in Japan or wherever the fuck that is in Asia. They talk about it. They call you basically a black ghost, like a negative black thing, a black demon, a black entity. Haiguai. Yeah, go look it up. Every nation of people has a different word for us. But remember, the scripture says that every nation will conspire against the children of Israel. Can somebody go look that up in what scripture is that? Every nation has conspired, has created crafty counsel against the children of Israel. Go look up crafty counsel. They have created crafty counsel. Do you know what it means? Crafty. Crafty meaning, what's a good word for crafty? It's right on the tip of my tongue. Crafty. Ingenuity, like crafty. Damn, there's a good word for that right on my tongue. Smart, like crafty. You know, arts and crafts, like creative. Every nation has come against us in a creative way to conspire against us. They created a way to conspire against us. Crafty counsel. Bryce says, so they say it, but act like they don't mean it like that. Exactly. They say it, but they act like they don't mean it like that. They know exactly what they're meaning. Clever, exactly. Clever, crafty, clever counsel against us. Go look up the scripture. They have taken crafty counsel against the children of Israel. Somebody put that in the chat. Psalms, what is it? Psalms 83, verse 3 through 5. They have taken crafty counsel against our people and consulted against our hidden ones. They have created crafty counsel. Every nation, it says. When you read the scripture, it says, every nation has created crafty counsel against the children of Israel. Every single nation has a word to talk about niggas. So what do I look like fighting this dude? And I'm a little offended, and I want to ask somebody one of these days. I might still ask somebody when I sit down. I might even ask the black dude one of these days, hey, what's up with old boy? What did y'all ever decide with old boy? You said you talked about it. They are confederate against us. Exactly. But I want to ask somebody at my job, hey, you said you talked about it with this Mexican dude. What did you talk about? Did he just sit there and try to cop a plea, talk about he didn't mean it like that? I misunderstood him. I didn't hear him right. And see, that's why it pisses me off that the only thing we know is English. Yeah, it pisses me off that the only thing we know is English, because these same nations of people, Asians, Indians, Africans, Latinos, these people can talk about us in their language and have little hidden conversations in their language. But when we talk amongst each other, they understand every single fucking thing we say. That's why if you ever notice at your job, when you start congregating with other black people, everybody want to come up. Hey, what you guys talking about? Hey, what are you talking about? What do you mean? What the fuck are we talking about? Do I come up to your fucking burrito eating ass and ask you what you're talking about in Spanish? But you want to know everything that we talking about when we, yeah, I've seen it. Like I said, I've worked around Latinos for a long time. The moment another black person works there and you start chopping it up with them, they want to come up to you, talk about get back to work and why are you guys not working and you guys are just playing it. Shut the fuck up, because y'all sitting there all day talking y'all shit, but you don't but you don't allow us to talk our shit. Exactly, Bryce. Other groups study Black English very closely. Remember, there's a whole term for it. It used to be called Ebonics. It used to be called slang. Now, what is it called? African American Vernacular English. Somebody put that in the chat. AAVE. African American Vernacular English is what it's called today. But every nation wants to know what we're talking about. If by some magical way we all came up with a way, or if we all came up with a language tonight, if every Black American just woke up and we knew our own language that we can talk, just us, where nobody understands it, they would outlaw that language. They would make you speak English. Everybody would be trying to learn the language. Everybody would ask us what we're talking about. Nobody wants Black Americans to just be loud and laughing and planning and talking about what we want to talk about in our own language. Think about it. Really think about it. Break out of the mental box that you're in. If Black Americans tomorrow were to be laughing and planning and strategizing and talking in our own language that nobody else understood at our workplace, like Latinos do, like all these other people do, what would America say to us? We can't even speak in code anymore. I mean, we can. I'm going to tell you the truth. The only way we can speak as Black people is just like the slaves used to do it. You remember how the slaves used to do it because you have the epigenetic slave gene. All the slaves used to, what did we used to have to do? We used to have to go hide in the back, talk real quick, talk real quiet when Master wasn't around, and then when Master comes back around, we act like we not talk about nothing. That's how we have, that's the only way we can do it. We still have to talk like we're on the fucking plantation. Because first of all, everybody understands our English, so we don't have our own language. Even when we use our own code words, these people know our code words because they're always up in our motherfucking business. They're listening to our rap songs, so they know all our lingo. That's why a lot of black people, a lot of people don't even know black people have telekinesis. Shit, I can look at you like this. You know how that's why we speak in memes. Notice that black people have 1 million memes. We look at each other like this. We know what these shits mean. Black people have telekinesis, bro. Telepathy. I'm gonna read some comments before I get out of here. Read some fucking comments. Infinite Charm says she gonna come to Houston. She gonna come to Houston and do something strange for a little piece of change. Do something funny for a little piece of money. That's what she's talking about. Damn. Fucking constable pulled up. Look, I'm not even doing nothing wrong. When I see the police cars, I still feel away. Let me read some more comments before I go. In Japan, they have an inside joke where they have a word that actually sounds like nigga, but it means something else. Chucky said Haigwai means black ghost or black demon. Exactly. Go look up that word Haigwai, H-E-I-G-U-I. Bryce says the disrespect is only going to amp up. Hold on. 53. I just watched a movie that's similar to your situation. It's called Nothing But a Man. It's on YouTube. You should watch it. What's that about, Jay? Jay said there's a movie called Nothing But a Man on YouTube. It's about the situation that I'm going through. I'm going to look that up, Jay. Nothing But a Man. Nothing But a Man. Show on stage. Okay. I'm gonna look that up on YouTube, Jay, because that's interesting. You say there's a movie on YouTube that's talking about the same shit I'm talking about. Jay says I should look for another job. Here's the problem with that, Jay. Jay, you're still a young man, and I love you, Jay. You know I love you like my brother. You are my brother, Jay. You know that, right? Are you still here, Jay? Jay, you know you're my little brother. You know that, right? Do you know that you're my little brother, Jay, and I love you like my little brother? I hope you feel that and know that. Truly, I really mean that, Jay. You are my little brother, and I love you like that. But you're still a young man, and you still have much to learn. But you are very wise behind your years, but you still have a lot to learn, Jay. Jay, listen to me. There's no job that I'm going to find that loves and respects and honors black people. Do you hear me, Jay? This is another thing that we have to talk about when it comes time to, you know how we're talking about how we have to boycott the Asian stores and we got to boycott this store. Listen, I agree that we should boycott these stores, but here's my thought on the boycott. And I've talked about this before, and I might even upload some of my old videos from my old channel when I was dealing with Asian racism way back in the day. Here's my take on the whole boycotting thing. If we boycotted every liquor store, every grocery store, every convenience store, every gas station, if we boycotted everyone that doesn't love us or respect us, we would have nowhere to go, Jay. I'm gonna tell you like this, because look, Imagine you have a corner store in your neighborhood and the Asian man disrespects you there. You say, okay, I'm not going to shop here no more. I'm going to go to the other corner store. You think that corner store with that Arab man is going to love you or respect you? And then, okay, now you're on your second corner store. The second corner store doesn't love you or respect you. You go to another corner store ran by white people. They don't love you or respect you. Now you're on your third corner store. You went to the Asian corner store. They don't love you, respect you. You went to the motherfucking Arab corner store. They don't love you, respect you. They follow you around. You went to the white corner store. They don't respect you. They love you. They don't love you. They follow you around. You went to the Indian corner store. They don't love you. They don't respect you. They follow you around. You went to the African corner store. They don't love you. They don't respect you. They follow you around. By that time, you're not gonna have what the fuck you need. You went to the corner store for a reason, to get some toilet paper, to get some water, to get a fucking Snickers bar. If you had to go and find the corner store and only shop at the motherfucking corner store that loves and respects you as a Black American, you're never gonna find that place. That's the trick bag. Everybody always tells Black people, well, you should stop shopping there. But if we stop shopping at every place that disrespects us and doesn't love us, we would never have anywhere to go. And it's just a fact. The fact of the matter is we don't have our own places. Go look it up, Jay. In the scriptures of the Bible, it says we would have to go to our enemies in want and need of all things. Go look that up, Jay. Jay, put the scripture in the motherfucking chat. In want, we will have to go to our enemies in want and need of all things. This is in Deuteronomy. This is the curse that we're under, where we have to go to our enemy in want and need of all things. That means clothes, that means water, that means food, that means medicine, that means education, that means weapons. Every single place that we need something from, we have to go to our enemy to get, Jay. Let's wake the fuck up. Y'all gonna make me turn up out here. So if I go get another job, Jay, I'm just gonna have to start all the way over, because I've already put in 3-4 months worth of hard work here. At least I have some amount of respect from my managers and stuff, and I've shown some amount of consistency. That means I got to start all the way over, have a whole new group of people looking me up and down, deciding if they want to let me in. I have to go through a whole new thing of training, a whole new 3-4 interviews. A white man or whoever else looking me up and down, deciding if they're going to let me into this job. Then I got to work my way up. Then I got to deal with more co-workers of the same people, the same shit. Don't you understand? Jay says he sees it now, Jay. And remember, I love you, brother, and I understand why you say I might try. I understand your suggestion, but I need you to dig deeper, brother. Dig deeper. Understand that it's not just none of this shit is gonna be a quick fix. You think you think I never thought about that? Just find another job. I told you I've dealt with it at every job I've ever been to. I've been at 50 different type of restaurants. I've had to deal with a different type of microaggressions and disrespect from every single people of every single nation at every single motherfucking job since I've been working. You're never going to go to a place where they say, you know what? I love this Black American man. I respect this Black American, proud Black American, God-fearing man who loves his people. You know what? I respect him. I'm going to give him money. I'm going to give him a good position. I'm not going to mess with him. You're not going to find that, Jay. And this is why people want us to do the impossible. They say, well, create your own shit and make your own stuff. Nobody else is told to create their own fucking economy and create their own everything. And everybody else can assimilate. We're the only one that's told, well, go shop somewhere else. Go get another job. Go create your own shit. And remember, yes, we need to talk about Black Wall Street and all these other places where we did create our own shit and they came and bombed it. I don't know. It's just a lot of shit, bro. This is why I say that I just have to just calm down and just get my money and handle my business, bro. Because I can't fight this shit that's bigger than me, dog. You ever seen the Fantastic Four? That was actually a pretty good movie, the new Fantastic Four. Anyway, if you watch the new Fantastic Four, the enemy is this huge fucking guy. I forgot his name, Galactus or something. The enemy is this huge fucking guy that is just impossible to fight because you're about as big as his fucking pinky nail. Your whole body is about this big. Imagine trying to fight a nigga and your whole body is smaller than his fucking pinky nail. That's what racism is in America, this huge fucking thing, because it's not just white people. That's the thing a lot of people don't even talk about. When we talk about racism in America, a lot of people talk about black versus white. They don't bring up Asians. They don't bring up Africans. They don't bring up Hispanics. They don't bring up Arabs. They don't bring up Pakistanis. And Bryce says the truth. At the end of the day, the fact of the matter is this. Right now, the only thing I can do, the smartest thing, not the only thing I can do, because I can do a lot. I can whoop his ass. I can slap his ass. I can go to prison. The smartest thing to do is what Bryce says. Get my money and be out. Don't try to make friends with these motherfuckers. Don't try to get invested into these motherfuckers. Don't share my life with them. Don't share my political views. Don't try to change their mind. Don't try to fight them. Just get my money and be out. Do you understand that, Jay? Tell me if you understand where I'm coming from, Jay. And I understand why you said what you said, but I need you to dig deeper. Getting another job, that's just going to start me right back at square one. And then I'm going to have to deal with the same shit from a whole new set of people. At least where I'm at right now, the managers somewhat respect me because they see I work hard. And I've already shown them that I'm consistent enough to be part of the team. But if I'm keep on having to start over to get a new job, to find a place that's actually going to love me, respect me, and not allow racism, I'm never going to find it. The trick is to not let them break you, right? And to not break yourself. You remember, break yourself, fool. The trick is to not let them break you and to not break yourself. Because remember, if I fight this dude, if I cuss him out, if I call him a bitch ass nigga or whatever, I'm going to be the one that gets written up. I'm going to be the one that gets fired. I'm going to be the bad guy. But they're going to allow this little short ass fucking Mexican dude to walk around, talk about Dos Morenos and all these other disrespectful shit to black people. They're going to allow him to stay there. And they're going to make me work around him. I have to work around this motherfucker every day, rub shoulders with this bitch ass nigga. I don't even talk to him. But I got to look at you and walk past you knowing that you don't like me and knowing that you talk shit about black people. And I want to beat your ass, but I can't. And YouTube, by the way, is fucking up my views. I made a video about Carmelo Anthony recently, and they keep on decreasing my numbers. Every day I wake up, my views are less than the day before. How the fuck are my views getting smaller? This is another thing that I've been dealing with from YouTube for a long time. I made a video about Carmelo Anthony on my live stream recently, and every day I wake up, my views keep going down. How do views go down? I've heard of views going up, but how do you take away my views? Why? Because YouTube doesn't want me to look legitimate. If I have a video with 1,000 views, 10,000 views, 1 million views, that makes me look legitimate. More people are going to scroll by it and want to listen to it when they see that 1,000 people, 10,000, 100,000, 1 million people viewed it. But if you see I only got 50, 60, 150 views, this nigga's just talking some bullshit. That's why YouTube is hiding me, and you know it. YouTube, I tried to squash the beef, but guess what, YouTube? I tried to squash the beef with you since I got out of prison, but since I see you still playing with me, fuck you, YouTube. Back to that. Fuck you, YouTube. I'm still on this bitch, popping my shit. Yeah, Bryce saw that I got over 100 views, 1,000 views, and 100 views, and all this shit real quick. Then they stopped my shit. They stop it when I upload. You remember I told you I was gonna upload that Carmelo Anthony short? I told you it was gonna get some views. Right when it got to 1,000, 1.4 thousand, they just stop it. All fucking activity just stopped. How do you get thousands and thousands of views on a video and then it just stops out of nowhere? Come on, y'all. Let me read some more. I'm gonna read some more and I'm getting out of here. What's the video called, Jay? Nothing But a Man? I'm gonna look it up when I get off of this. Nothing But a Man, I think that's what you called it. Let me read some comments before I get out of here. In China, they got a black doll. I seen that shit too. What's that black doll called? Natasha doll. I seen all of it. They got a black doll in China that they beat it up. They blow it up. They burn it. They roll it over. They spit on it and inject it and all type of shit. The Natasha doll. Go look up Asia Natasha doll. A little black doll that they just beat it the fuck up. I made a video about that on my old channel called the George Floyd anti-stress pillow. Go look up, and I might even upload that back on this channel. The George Floyd anti-stress pillow. They made a pillow with George Floyd's face on it with a black body, white people beating that bitch up, smacking it. They call it an anti-stress pillow. They get out their stress by beating this fucking pillow up. I made a video about that about 5 years ago. The George Floyd anti-stress pillow. This is not new. There is nothing. The Bible says there is nothing new under the sun. Somebody put that in the chat. There is nothing new under the sun. This is nothing new under the sun. The Natasha doll is what Jay is talking about in Asia. But in America, they have a thing called the George Floyd anti-stress pillow. Go look it up. Somebody put that in the chat. George Floyd anti-stress pillow. Bryce said, be careful, ride it with no helmet. That's the least of my worries, Bryce. You know that. I got a helmet. Look, Bryce, this is my helmet. This is my helmet right here. I'm thinking about getting my hair twisted back up. I'm thinking about getting my hair twisted back up, but then I got to deal with the passive aggressive racism at work when I come to work with a traditionally black hairstyle. But I don't give a fuck about that because I was one of the first people in America, and I'm popping my shit. I was one of the first black people in America to make dreadlocks normalized. Clock that T and check my receipts. I've been having dreadlocks. The last time I had them for 8 years. The time before that, 4 years. That means I've had my dreadlocks for the last 12 to 15 years. Now, of course, there was a few black people before me, Lil Wayne, whoever the case, that had it before me. But when I grew my dreadlocks out the first time, I was one of the first black Americans that proudly wore that shit to work and everything. Now you see kids, you see basketball players, you see newscasters, scientists, teachers with dreadlocks. That was not a thing 10 years ago. You had to stand on business and grab your fucking nuts to wear dreadlocks when I started wearing my shit. I was working at different places told me to cut my hair. I didn't get hired at jobs. I had white men tell me to cut my dreadlocks off at the interview. And I told them, no, thank you though. I was broke. I was broke as a joke, and I still refused the job because they wanted me to cut my dreadlocks off. Chucky told me to catch the Mexican dude outside. Nah, I'm not going to catch him outside. The Most High God is going to catch him outside. Somebody put that in the chat. The Most High God is going to catch that Mexican dude outside that was talking about he don't want to serve black people. He cursed himself. You lucky I heard you, little Mexican dude. You cursed yourself. I don't got to whoop your ass. Bryce, you already know the timeline. Dreadlocks in America was not a normal thing in 2010, 2008, 2006. No, I've been having my dreads. When did I first grow out my dreads? I grew out my shit in like 2007. I think I first grew out my dreads in 2007, 2008. I've been having dreads. I'm growing my shit back right now. But I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but I'm just saying. Holla at your boy. I'm about to ride back home, y'all. Hold on. I hate when that shit do that shit like that. Hold on, y'all. I told y'all I was only going to do a short little live stream, but you know, I like chopping it up with y'all because I don't know when's the next time I'm going to see you again. You never know when's the last time or the next time, you know? And I was in jail for so long. I wanted to talk to you guys for so long. I'm so grateful that I'm out of prison and I could just go live and talk to y'all, man. You don't know how much I wanted to talk to y'all when I was in prison. I did a few live streams, but I wasn't able to just read your comments like that. All praise be to the Most High God that I'm out of prison, y'all. Put an emoji, put some of your emojis in the chat that I'm out of prison and God allowed me to get out of prison and I didn't get raped. I didn't lose no teeth. I'm out of prison. I didn't go there for 10 years. I don't have gray hair. I didn't lose my mind. I didn't get on psych medication. They trying to put black men on all type of medication in there. I didn't lose my mind. Come on, y'all. I'm out. I'm free, nigga. I'm free. Yeah. They tried to destroy me. Yeah, the enemy tried to destroy me, but guess what? I'm out, and I'm popping my shit. All praise be to the Most High Yah. Holla at your boy. Still popping my shit. And what? Still popping shit. What, they thought they could break me? Come on, man. You thought you could break me? Come on. Niggas thought they could break me, man. Come on, bro. Come on, man. Wow. Niggas thought they could break me, bro. That's crazy. You thought you could break me? Wow. You thought they could break me. And guess what? It's not even me. It's all praise be to the Most High Yah. It's not even me. It's not even me. You're not fighting me. Niggas try to destroy me. Look, I'm gonna tell you like this and I'm gonna get out of here. Hold on. Here's the thing about it, y'all. Because I'm about to go. Here's the thing about it. You cannot. Hold up. My hair fucked up now, huh? Yeah, my shit fucked up. Hold on. I'm gonna say this one thing. Hold up. Here's the thing about it, y'all. Here's the thing about it. You cannot destroy me because you're not fighting me. If it was me, if it was just me, I would have crashed out a long time ago. If it was me, I might have just lost my mind a long time ago. You're not fighting me. You are fighting the Most High God when you come against me. That's what the enemy. When you're fighting against me, you are fighting against the Most High God. So you're not going to win. That's just the end of the story, y'all. So yeah, man. Anyway, unless y'all have something else to say, nothing but a man. I'm going to watch that video when I get out, when I get back home. What's up, y'all? When I get back home, when I get back on YouTube, I'm gonna look that up. I'm gonna look that movie up, right? Because that sounds interesting. But the fact of the matter is, like I told you, when you're going against me, you are going against a child of the Most High God. You're not gonna win. You're not gonna win. You cannot win against somebody who's already with the Most High God. You know? Shit. Holla at your boy. Holla at your boy, y'all. Holla at your motherfucking boy, you dig? Hold on. Holla at your motherfucking boy, you dig? You dig? You know? You're trying to destroy me. How you gonna destroy me? Come on, man. I got that Jay-Z afro. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Niggas trying to come against this. You did a Jay-Z. I seen Jay-Z. I'm sorry, that shit was whack. I'ma just say that. If y'all saw Jay-Z's rap, that shit was whack. People like, no, you just didn't understand. Yeah, I understood it. It was whack. And Jay-Z, I respect his lyricism because he has a lot of bars. And I read this one book. My homeboy had this book when I was in jail. He had got the new Jay-Z book. Jay-Z had came out with a book called Decoded. It was actually a good book. Y'all should check that book out. It was called Decoded. It was basically Jay-Z breaking down all his lyrics that he's done over the years and talking about basically being a Black American and the struggle of Black America. It was a really good book. I believe it or not, I was surprised. I was expecting it to be bullshit, but it was a really good book. Jay-Z Decoded. So he does have lyrics, and I respect him for his lyrics. But first of all, Jay-Z, I don't respect you for your activism. I don't respect you rubbing shoulders with these other people. I don't respect what you did with Colin Kaepernick. I don't respect what you did with the NFL when we were trying to boycott the NFL. Remember, we were trying, as Black America, we were trying to boycott the NFL, and Jay-Z came out talking about, nah, forget what Colin Kaepernick is talking about. I'm gonna get involved with the NFL. We're gonna do this Super Bowl halftime shows. So just keep on watching the NFL, because we were gaining traction and a lot of people had stopped watching the NFL. Jay-Z came in and he was rubbing shoulders with that so-called red man. So that's a whole nother story. So Jay-Z, I love a lot of your songs. Don't get me wrong. The Black Album is one of my favorite albums of all time. Remember, he said, look what you made me do. Look what I made for you. Knew if I paid my dues, how will I pay you? When you first come in the game, they try to play you. Then you got a couple of hits. Look how they wave to you. From Marcy to Madison Square, to the only thing that matters is just a matter of years. As fate would have it, J status appears to be at an all-time high. The perfect time to say goodbye. If I come back like Jordan, wearing that 4-5, it ain't to play games with you. It's to aim at you, probably maim you. If I owe you, I'm blowing you to smithereens. Cocksucker, take one for your team. And I need you to remember one thing. I came, I saw, I conquered. From record sales to sold-out concerts. So motherfuckers, if you want this encore, I need you to scream until your lungs get sore. Like, Jay-Z is one of the hardest rappers of all time. I mean, you can't take that from him, but his outside antics are corny. If you're truly Black American, grassroots, you know he's against us. And that most recent freestyle was whack. It was whack, Jay. It was whack. It was whack. I remember I took an E-pill and listened to Encore when I was 15. You remember that Encore? He said, what did he say? What was the first? Give me a first few words of one of the other verses on Encore. What did he say? How did that Encore go, Bryce? I'm gonna leave y'all on that Encore. Do you want an encore? Do you want more? Cook it raw with the Brooklyn boys. So for one last time, nigga, make some noise. Who you know fresher than whole? Riddle me that. The rest of y'all know where I'm lyrically at. Can't none of y'all mirror me back. Yeah, hearing me rappers like he and G rapping his prime. I'm young H.O. Rap Grateful Dead. Back to take over the globe. Now break bread. I'm in Born Express, Global Express. Out the country, but the blueberries still connect. On the low, but the gap got a triple deck. But when you young, what the fuck you expect? Yep. Grand opening, grand closing. God damn your man Hove, cut the can open again. Who you gonna find fresher than him with no pen? Just draw off inspiration. Who you gonna see you can't replace him for cheap imitations for these generations? Come on, man. You already know what time it is, man. I'm that dude, man. I'm tapped in. Come on. I'm tapped in. This is the reason why YouTube can't let me get famous, because I'm not Drewski. Shout out to Drewski, but I'm not Drewski. I'm not Kai Cenat. I'm not Sexy Red. I'm not Little Uzi Vert. I'm not Drake. Anyway, hopefully y'all understood what the fuck I was saying. And the whole point of this, I made this whole entire stream to tell you guys to be calm and remain patient. Be calm. Somebody put that in chat. Be calm, remain patient. Everyone wants you as a Black person right now, as a child of God right now, to crash out. Do not give them the pleasure. You hear me? Do not give them the pleasure. Until the next time I see you, holla at your boy. I'm going to talk to you guys real soon. Keep your head on a swivel. You fucking watermelon felons. You better keep your head on. Hey, Bryce, you better keep your head on a swivel, you fucking watermelon felon. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? He really said that. Oh yeah. The dude's dad was like, yeah, it's not about race, but 85% of you on fucking welfare anywhere. You're a fucking watermelon felon. I said, whoa. I said, oh damn, nigga. That's actually clever. Oh wow, you thought about that? A fucking watermelon felon? Damn, that nigga. All right. I guess so. I mean, shit. Damn, I don't even know what to say to that. Watermelon felon? Shit. Okay. That's okay. You got that one. Until the next time I see you, man, we gonna clap back eventually, but until then, you got it. Jay, I'm gonna watch that video. Run it back. Press the thumbs up button and leave a comment once this video actually drops. Leave a comment in the comment section once the video drops, just so, because YouTube be trying to take away my views. And watch the views on this video go up and down. It's weird. Anyway, I love you guys. Thank you. Holla at your boy. I love you. Remain calm. Remain patient. Remember your brother told you that. This is the time to remain calm and patient. We got too far to throw it all away now. I love you. Peace. Oh yeah. Vibrate higher.